परकीया प्रीति अपराध नुहे यह सहित 158 वर्ष धरी चली आसुथिबा पुराना व्यभिचार आईन को असिद्ध घोषणा करिसेंती सुप्रीम कोर्ट। परकीया प्रीति बा व्यभिचार को अपराध विवेचना करा जाउथिबा आईपीसी धारा 497 को असंवैधानिक कहिसेंती खंडपीठ। कोर्ट कहिसेंती समाज चाहिबा अनुसार महिला को चिंता करने को कहा जाय पारिबो नाही। धारा 197 महिला को समान अधिकार दिए नहीं। महिला सम्मान सबुठारु ऊर्ध्वरे, तेणु महिला खराब व्यवहार असंवैधानिक। अगस्ट 8 तारिख में यह मामलार शुणाणी करी राय संरक्षित रखिते 5 जणिया संवैधानिक पीठ। तेबे परकीया प्रीति प्रमाणित हेले छाड़पत्र दे पारिबे बोली कहिसेंती कोर्ट। जदि एथिजोगु जीवनसाथी संपर्क जोगु पति पत्नी मध्य केही आत्महत्या करती एवं ताहा प्रमाणित हो जाए तेबे एहाकु आत्महत्यार कारण बोली धराजिबो। सुप्रीम कोर्ट प्रधान विचारपति दीपक मिश्र अध्यक्षतार 5 जणिया खंडपीठ आईपीसी 497 वैधता पर शुणाणी करी एही राय दैछन्ती। परकीया प्रीति अपराध नुहे, तेबे एहा छाड़पत्र देबा पई एक आधार होई पारे बोली सर्वोच्च न्यायालय कहिसेंती।
Hereafter, as the impact of the judgment, nobody in the country can be prosecuted on the ground of adultery, labeling it as a criminal offence. The court has said that section 497 of the Indian Penal Code is quite archaic and colonial, and that cannot stand the test of times or the test of constitutional principles. The court has said that it discriminates against women directly and indirectly. It takes women as a mere chattel or property of the husband for the reason that according to the section or its implication, there is no offence of adultery if the husband gives a consent for that. Offence is made out only when there is no consent, which necessarily means that according to the colonial provision, wife is remaining as the chattel or the property of the husband, which no constitutional court can ever agree with. Secondly, there is at another aspect where there can be a prosecution for adultery initiated only by the husband according to the prevailing provision. The wife does not have any locus to initiate a prosecution.
If adultery is not a crime, how is this woman going to even file case or register case against the husband who might desert her, abandon her, leave her and just have no responsibility towards her and her family? It's a concern.
मुझे खुशी है कि आज हमने इसे खत्म किया और कुछ नए रास्ते पे चली है कंट्री। हम पहले से कहते हैं हमें इक्वल राइट्स हैं विमेन को, लेकिन कुछ ऐसे लॉज थे जो इक्वालिटी कहीं दिखती नहीं थी वहां पर। फाइनली वी आर थिंकिंग ऑन द इक्वल टर्म्स। इट्स गुड।
कई बार देखने में आता है कि महिलाएं अपनी इच्छा से किसी पुरुष के साथ रहती हैं और सालों रहती हैं और उसके बाद लिव इन रिलेशनशिप में, और उसके बाद फिर जब अलग होती हैं तो रेप का आरोप लगा देती हैं। तो जो जस्टिस वर्मा कमेटी की रिपोर्ट थी जो फिर रेप लॉज में तब्दील हुई, उसमें भी साफ तौर पे कहा गया है कि अगर महिला कोई झूठा आरोप लगाती है, उसके साथ अगर जबरदस्ती नहीं हो, वो अपनी इच्छा से किसी पुरुष के साथ रहती है और उसके बाद जब संबंध खराब हो जाते हैं तो रेप का आरोप लगा देती है, वो गलत है।
I think it's a wonderful judgment because it takes the dignity of women into account. The petitioner had wanted that both should be punished. Why women are not punished for adultery, but the court has gone beyond that and said that this section is unconstitutional because it violates the fundamental rights of women. Women are treated as a property by this law, which is a very archaic provision of the colonial time, and it has been taken out in most countries. But in India, we still carry with this archaic provision, and the main problem with this is that women are treated as objects. Women are treated as property of men, and this law had to go, and I'm glad it is challenged, and I'm glad that somebody is really taken this trouble to bring it to the court, because on earlier occasions when it was challenged, the court said, no, it is constitutional, it is for protection of women.
Well, adultery is not a crime now in one dimension, but there are other dimensions that the court needs to examine before, giving out a law like that, which creates confusion in the rank and file. To divorce a man, adultery comes into play. And so that is very confusing for an ordinary citizen, where we don't understand how adultery can be one thing in one way and another thing in another way. So there needs to be a lot more clarity. You know, this is like the criminalizing the triple talaq law. They've done that, but now the men will just abandon us or not give us talaq, and they will have polygamy and they will have